Do you speak watercolor?
Sprechen Sie Aquarell?
Você fala aquarela? Parlez-vous aquarelle? Curto aquarela. Hablas aquarela?
Awarded among the Best Destinations 2023, Essen is also awarded the title of #1 Best Destination to Visit in Germany. Germany's third greenest city, capital of culture, European green capital and pulsating metropolis in the heart of the Ruhr region. Hardly any other German city stands for so many exciting contrasts. Essen is also the world's first city to use mixed reality glasses to let visitors travel through time. The worldwide Unique City Tour, Essen 1887, has already been awarded with international prizes last year. Essen is the most exciting big city you may not have heard of before. Here, urban trendy districts meet historic old towns, high culture meets street art, lush green meadows and forests meet the incomparable charm of the spoil heaps of former collieries. The UNESCO World Heritage Zollverein meets the magnificent Villa Hugel, the former family seat of the Krupp family, and a high-tech city tour that is unique in the world meets the oldest fully sculptural statue of the Virgin Mary in the world, the Golden Madonna in Essen Cathedral. Essen got it all. Such a development as Essen has undergone over the centuries is almost unique in Germany. From a medieval settlement with a monastery for ladies of high nobility to one of the world's most important centers of the coal and steel industry to a modern metropolis in which globally active companies from the fields of administration, health, trade and services have found their home. Explore the green south along Baldenice and the Ruhr Valley or the urban north with its industrial culture and the old colliery settlements. Discover the city on around 260 kilometers of cycle paths, by train or bus. In hardly any other large city you can reach so many highlights from the city center in less than 20 minutes by car. And if you simply want to unwind, enjoy the tranquility of the central 70-hectare Grugge Park or the Baldenice Leisure Paradise with its numerous water sports activities. Experience your very own personal contrast program in one of Germany's most exciting metropolises. Let yourself drift and discover the diverse possibilities. First here, digitally, then in real life. Essen is looking forward to your visit.
Dear friends, today I would like to introduce you to the city in which I live and work. Essen, in the middle of the Ruhr area, in the middle of Germany. And as it says at the Essen main station, also in the middle of Europe. When you live here, you certainly don't see the city quite as flowery as it is described on the occasion of the vote for the best travel destination in Germany 2023. Even if you know the reasons and the tourist highlights that are listed there and have often visited them yourself, they hardly play a role in everyday life. One is more apt to list what Essen doesn't have compared to other places one likes. And yet Essen, as well as the entire Ruhr area, after all, the largest metropolitan area in all of Germany, is certainly worth a visit. And I feel comfortable here since I returned to Essen 12 years ago after a good 20 years in Hamburg. Dear watercolor painters and friends from all over the world, I hope to be able to invite you here soon, because my dream is to make my city the capital of watercolor for a few days with the International Festival of Watercolor Art, a dream that has grown since I founded the DoYouSpeakWatercolor community. At first glance, this is a pretty absurd undertaking, because even if Essen does have an art scene, watercolors have not played a role at all so far. This becomes apparent when we look at the membership map of the German Watercolor Society. Seen from a distance, it looks as if the organized watercolor artists are spread all over Germany. However, if you zoom in on the Ruhr area, the most populous region in Germany, the field clears up rapidly. there are only 4 entries for watercolor artists in an area with 5.1 million people on 4,400 square kilometers. And I am one of them. But precisely because my homeland has so far been a quasi-watercolor free zone, it is particularly important to me to bring the art of watercolor here and also to inspire the people here for this very special form of fine art. Because if we dedicate ourselves to the goal of helping our art to gain more recognition and appreciation, we have to go to places where we are not established. Of course, every watercolor festival also serves the purpose of celebrating itself and its scene, but shouldn't we also be ambassadors for our art?
Essen is the central and, after Dortmund, second largest city of the Ruhr, the largest urban area in Germany. Its population of 579,432 makes it the fourth largest city of North Rhine-Westphalia after Cologne, Düsseldorf and Dortmund, as well as the ninth largest city of Germany. Essen lies in the larger Rhine-Ruhr metropolitan region and is part of the cultural area of Rhineland. Because of its central location in the Ruhr, Essen is often regarded as the Ruhr's secret capital. Founded around 845, Essen remained a small town within the sphere of influence of an important ecclesiastical principality, Essen Abbey, until the onset of industrialization. The city then, especially through the Krupp family iron works, became one of Germany's most important coal and steel centers. Essen, until the 1970s, attracted workers from all over the country. It was the fifth largest city in Germany between 1929 and 1988, peaking at over 730,000 inhabitants in 1962. Following the region-wide decline of heavy industries in the last decades of the 20th century, the city has seen the development of a strong tertiary sector of the economy. The most notable witness of this structural change is the Zollverein coal mine industrial complex, which had once been the largest of its kind in Europe. Ultimately closed in 1993, both the coking plant and the mine have been inscribed in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites since 2001. During the Nazi era, tens of thousands of slave laborers were forced to work in 350 Essen forced labor camps. Here, they did mining work and worked for companies like Krupp and Siemens. Alfred Krupp was convicted in the Krupp trial at Nuremberg for his role in this, but was pardoned by the US in 1951. As a major industrial center, Essen was a target for Allied bombing, the Royal Air Force dropping a total of 36,429 long tons of bombs on the city. Over 270 air raids were launched against the city, destroying 90% of the center and 60% of the suburbs. On March 5, 1943, Essen was subjected to one of the heaviest air raids of the war. One renowned educational institution in Essen is the Folkwang University of the Arts, founded in 1927. Its traditional main location has been in the former Würden Abbey in Essen with additional facilities in Duisburg, Bochum, and Dortmund, and, since 2010, at the Zollverein World Heritage Site. Notable accomplishments of the city in recent years include the title of European Capital of Culture on behalf of the whole Ruhr area in 2010 and the selection as the European Green Capital for 2017.
Do you think it's a good idea to bring watercolor art to the Ruhr area? Would you like to come to Germany, to the city of Essen, for a festival of our art? If you like the idea, I would appreciate your support. No obligation. But with your signature and your email address, you give me the opportunity to make my dream come true. The more of you who support the plan, the better my chances of pushing this project forward and also getting important personalities in my country and my city excited about the idea, and convince them to promote the project. Thank you very much for your attention and your support.
Do you speak watercolor?
Sprechen Sie Aquarell?
Você fala aquarela?
Parlez-vous aquarelle? Ruhr aquarelle.
Hablas aquarela?
Você aquarelle? Spreek jij aquarelle?
Apakah Anda berbicara air? Itu shortfish hammer.
Taler du aquarelle?
Bạn có nói được tiếng Đức không?
Вы розмовляєте аквареллю. Зі мною konuşur musun?
Chấmพูดสีน้ำได้ไหม
Говорите акварелом.
Pratar du akvarell?
Вы говорите акварель.